system configuration. Okay, so how to check system configuration? What is your system configuration? How to check system configuration? This is the starting topic for today. So our classes. For example, you have a mobile phone. For example, you purchase a new mobile or you want to buy a new mobile. So what you will check in mobile, what kind of CPU? Is a Snapdragon or MediaTek or Apple phone? So like we Apple phone having different chipset, right? So what kind of processor? How much RAM? 8 GB RAM, 12 GB RAM. Now we are getting different RAM capacities, right? 4 GB RAM. No, 4 GB slow. 8 GB purchase it. Okay. So like that, people will suggest, right? How it is the RAM capacity. Operating system, we like to buy Android mobile phones generally, right? Because it is lower the cost, more app support. So some people only like iPhones. So what is operating system in iPhone? iOS. Okay. Why iOS? It is simple, secure system, not supporting more apps, but still it is simple and secure machine because it's not supporting different type of applications. Okay, so every system, either it is a mobile phone or laptop or desktop, having a hardware like a CPU, RAM, and storage. Internal storage 128 GB. iPhone is 65,000. 256 is a 75,000. Like that, the internal storage increases, also price increases, right? The storage, internal storages, additional storage support is important, right? Same will go for laptop and mobile phone also, desktop also, right? Hardware configuration, CPU, RAM, storage, and one more is graphical support. What is the graphical support? Can I play big games like a PUBG games in my mobile phone? There is some other games are heavy gaming is support or less gaming is support, not required gaming mobile like that, right? So that graphical support. Next is operating system. So what kind of operating system you want to use it? Okay. So these are the things, whether you have it, whether you have a laptop or maybe you want to go to buy a laptop. So you must have an idea about hardware configurations and your operating system also, right? So don't buy a go to shop or online. Now discount only 23,000 new laptop is available. You pay money, you got a laptop. Now next day onwards, it is dead slow. You don't know why it is a laptop is look like this one. Why it is not working. First day it is working after installing 2 3 applications, it is become a dead slow. Why it has happened? Because you are not seeing properly the hardware configuration and the operating system support also and storage also. Okay, so things are either it is a personal wise or maybe to suggest someone or for your interview. Okay, so while working, so these things always you have to keep in mind. Okay, configuration of your system means your desktop or laptop and mobile phone configuration. Of course, this is not about a mobile phone class, but still I'm talking about things how to do it. When you got a question, what is your system configuration? What is your system configuration or mobile phone configuration? So what you have to tell guys, you have to talk about your CPU. What is your CPU? What is your RAM capacity? What is your RAM? You have a 4 GB RAM, 5 GB RAM like that. So how much storage in it? Is a what type of storage it is? How much storage it is? What kind of operating system you are using? Or maybe you want what kind of operating system? Okay. What kind of graphical processor is there? Is it there or not there? Or any built-in graphical memory is there? Or you have to add a new graphical memory? So that is also sometimes important. Okay. And important is why we should know it. Of course, as I said in starting, in an interview, there is a question. So what is your system configuration or how to check system configuration? Not only for interview guys, there are so many things you need to know, must know what is your system configuration. Okay. You want to install an application, for example, big application, SolidWorks, AutoCADs, games you want to installation. You want to run a virtual machines in your PC. You must know your system configurations. It is in my system, in my laptop, I have a multiple virtual machines are there. Recently, I have deleted some of the virtual machines. So through 3 virtual machines I have deleted, still some are there. Because of this, if I want to 2, 3 machines, I need more RAM capacity and I need more disk capacity to create more virtual machines. So if I am understanding my system capacity, my processor, RAM and storage, I only work with a few machines, not like 100 machines. Okay. It's a simple concept it is. So my virtual machine, to create a virtual machines, or you want to install a games and want to play a game. In my desktop, in my home desktop, I have at least 2 GB graphic card. So I can play some small games. In this laptop, no additional graphical memory, only basic graphical memory, maybe 16 MB or 32 MB only, not 2 GB, 4 GB kind of stuff. So I cannot install that kind of games it can run here. Okay, so SolidWorks need a more RAM capacities, more graphical cards are required. Okay, so understand why we should need to know our system capacity to install certain application. It really the matters your infrastructure of a system, means your desktop or laptop, what is CPU, RAM and storage and graphical memory and network connectivity also. Okay. Next, how many applications you can run at a time, how many browser we can run, how many services you can run here in your system. Some people open multiple application, either foreground or background. They said system is slow and there is a virus in my system. That's why system is slow. Format entire system. Thing is, the people will run multiple applications in the same system without knowing they are running or not. The backup services. Some people put a multiple tabs on the browser. So like I am open some tabs, right? Which is for me it is important. So one of the tab is not required. You can see here is a Java T point tab, and I'm not working on it. So I can close it. Okay. I'm working on this tab, I'm working on this tab, and currently this is also not required. This is also not required. So if you don't require, just close it. If you keep open more tabs, what will happen? More CPU, more RAM will consumes. So what happens? System becomes slower. More application. You can see how many applications I open. You can see I open browser, Microsoft Teams, and there is a folder, download folder, and a Microsoft Edge browser. That's it, right? So I'm not use more things. Some people use so many applications in background, so they tell system is slow. So why it is slow? Because you are using is more. Utilization of system is more. It automatically feels like a slower. Okay, so better not to run more background applications. You can also see in this point, here it is. Antivirus is running and Microsoft Teams, Google Chrome browser, and Windows Action Center is showing. Okay. If it is showing more, then it means more applications here it is running, either it is foreground or background. So your system has a capacity. In my system, I can run 4 more applications, no problem, because I have a 16 GB RAM capacity and i5 processor. Some systems only 2 applications, not more than that one. Okay, so you can understand how many applications you can run at a time, how many background services we can run, how many browsers you can open, how many browser tabs we can open if you with your system limitations. How many applications we can install and what kind of application we can install and run in our system. That's what it is. You need to know what is your system configuration. Minimum or recommended to the installation. I want to install an application, so that also we have to check it. You want to install this particular application, your minimum requirements are this much CPU, RAM, and operating system support, and any additional other support is there. For example, I want to install simple application for DevOps. For a DevOps purpose, Jenkins I want to install. I will go to this, go to download. Somewhere hardware and software requirements. It is how much RAM minimum requirement, how much RAM, how much storage is required. But if you go to this one, recommended minimum 4 GB RAM and 50 plus GB of disk space is required. And also it required Java. Java should be installed in it. Java JDK 17 or 11 it should be installed. Browser is required. It's supporting operating system, what kind of policy it is. If you want to install in Linux, what kind of policies you want to install as a servlet container, what policies it is. How to install, that is remaining. Okay, guys, depends upon your operating system, depends upon your application, depends upon your hardware. You have to verify those things, whether you can able to install or not, including 32-bit, 64-bit versions also. If these conditions are satisfied, like you install an application as per application recommended system requirement, operating system and applications, it is satisfied, it happily install and run smoothly. Okay, that's the important point. Guys, understand up to here why we should know how to what is your system configuration.
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay. Next one is you must know your system configuration, whether you have a desktop or a laptop. So you must know what is your system configuration. There is a different ways to know what is your system configuration. One is go to run research, type MS Info 32. It is shows system information. This. So when I type MS Info 32 in my search box, it shows system information. It will tell what is your system. It will tell what is your system. So I can put on full screen. See what is my operating system, Windows 10 Pro edition. So I will get a Windows 10 Pro related features. Okay, in my old laptop, I have a Windows 10 Home edition. So I don't get a Pro related feature. So particular feature you want it. Also, you must know what is that edition. Windows 10 Pro having certain features. Home edition do not have that features. Some features like Hyper-V kind of features. BitLocker technologies features won't be available in a home editions, but Pro edition it is there. What is my system name? What kind of hardware? My system is 64-bit system. So I must install my drivers and applications are 64. I get to know that one. Next one is what is my processor is i5 processor 10210U model, and I have a 4-core processor. It is 4-core 8 logical processor, means good processor. I can run multiple applications on it. UEFI BIOS type. You can see my RAM capacity. Total physical RAM is 16 GB. Total physical RAM is 16 GB. Okay. And of course, my virtualization is enabled. Of course, I will get a storage also. I have a 500 GB SSD in it. Okay. So this is the one way to know what is your system configuration and other things also there. So I went to only system some memory only. Summary. And now we got it. You can see here it is. You got your operating system, OS details, you got it. So here it is, CPU details. And here you got a RAM details. Physical memory means RAM. Okay. And of course, it is a 64-bit architecture details. So these are the important details. Storage is under components and kind of stuff. So I'm not open that. First way to know is MS Info 32. What to do? Either the run or search, type MS Info 32. So it opens system information. So you get to know how to use it. It's under the line. Guys, got it? How to check with MS Info 32. Either you use run or search, type dxdiag. And also know what you will get it from here, also important. What is it? Dxdiag. I'll go to run only. Run dxdiag. So because in search it is not open, so go to the run and open dxdiag. Okay, so it is collecting the information. So I will tell 2-3 things here. New one. See, here it is. This is your processor, CPU, and this is your RAM, and this is your graphical drives. Nothing more, only BIOS, company model language, and your operating system, and it is 64-bit system. So like this, you will get it. Okay. So not only that, so why we should go to dxdiag? Why it is we are going for a dxdiag? Okay. There is a reason. Why? Because dxdiag is actually these things for dxdiag is not known. This is a graphical memory. Okay. This is your graphical memory. You can see UHD graphics. It means the built-in processor graphics only it is. Okay, here you can see display memory. The display memory, actual graphical memory, not other graphical memory it is showing. So 8,000 MB it is showing, right? It is not. This is original graphical memory. This is your graphic card or a graphical chipset inside your system. Okay, so either it is separately or built into your CPU. If you have a separate graphic card, it will show graphic card only. Okay, mainly graphic card, that is, it will show us, but you can see it is showing 128 MB display memory, not 1 GB, 2 GB. The shared memory showing higher, but actually no. So that shared memory is just a dummy memory only. You want to play a game that require 2 GB graphic card. So this is won't work. Okay, so that's why we should know our graphical memory also. So not only only for this also, you have a lot of things you should to do it. Will it gone? Okay. Okay, guys, this is the one way to know. Second, guys, why this many messages on it? What is one message? Keep people are not having work, so they keep sending. Not even one single message is useful for me. What I should do with these messages? Guys, understand up to here? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Good for confirmation. Okay. So next one is about your PC, or you can go to this startup settings and Windows kind of stuff. Simple. Go to the search and type about your PC. Just type about your PC. So it will display your things like your operating system, your processor information, and your RAM information, and of course, system type also 64-bit system, 64-bit operating system, and some are other details also. Okay, and also you can get it in same information. Just click on the start button, go to the settings. Okay, and click system here and scroll down, click about same information, it will shows. Okay, so here it is again. I'm going to take screenshot. I will take it and put it this part. So these things are not required to put it on a full screen. No. Okay, so few things not required. So what we need, what operating system, what version, what operating system edition I'm having, Windows 10 Pro. And what type of system? It is 64-bit system. this much not required. And what is my RAM? 16 GB. What is my processor? i5. So which answer I have to tell? I have told so many things. I've told so many things, right? I have told 2, 3 ways. But which way is correct or which way I have to tell in all? Anyway, guys, no problem. Anyway, you can tell an answer. Anyway, you can tell what is the answer for this one. Which is you feel easy for you to tell an answer. You can tell either you can say simply go to about your PC and you will get the information. Like that also you can tell an answer. Okay. Second one is very last one. This is a last one, guys. Last one is you can use task manager. Of course, not only task manager, there is some more tools also available, but I didn't install any tools of those things here. But with the task manager, you can get most of the information of our system. Okay. So what we can able to get it. See the task manager, how to open the task manager is a very important point. So here is some of the shortcuts I have written already. How to open a simple task manager is you can in a search box, you can try like this, in a search, type task manager and try to open the task manager like this. You can open the task manager. Okay. Second one is you can put in a run command or any command prompt also, task mgr. You can open with a task mgr command also. Okay. In the run, try task mgr. So one more is there. So there's 2 more, 3 more is there. So right click on the taskbar. This is called a taskbar. Right click on a taskbar. You can find task manager like this. Sometimes when you open it for first time, it shows shorter. If you click on a more details, it show open things. Task manager is actually helps you to open the means to troubleshoot your system and understand your system function. Okay, so that is our task manager. So here it is a shortcut. It is not exactly a shortcut, but Alt Control Delete. If you press the Alt Control Delete, it will shows multiple options like a lock your screen kind of stuff. Okay, sign out lock your screen kind of stuff. But there is a task manager also it shows. Sometimes system is not working properly. It is become very slow or freezed. We put Alt Control Delete and then we press the task manager. So then we will it will open the task manager. The exact shortcut is Control Shift Escape like this. Okay. Your keyboard you can see Shift or Control, then type Shift means sorry, press the Shift and Escape button. It will open your task manager. No need to select anything. It's the exact keyboard shortcut. Okay. So this is kind of stuff for the original shortcut, like how to open a task manager. So what is the shortcut? So Control Shift Escape. So different ways to open the task manager, guys. You can use task mgr or you can type task manager or right click on taskbar, task manager, Alt Control Delete, select task manager. Task with the task manager, so many things you can able to do it. For example, you want to check what are the process running in your system. You want to remove certain process running in your system. For example, this Excel sheet is running here. Why it is running here? Okay. So unnecessary any application is running, you do not want it. So you can simply close it. So I open some what is this PowerPoint. So here I have shown PowerPoint is open. So I do not want it. Just I can just end the task. So it is closed already. Okay. So like that, you can manage the processor and also you can see which processor consuming the how much CPU here, how much memory and how much disk space and network and GPU. If you see more is consumed by Microsoft Teams only because it is you work with your network, your audio, video, sharing the screen. So those so many are there. So it is more, it is consuming, including RAM capacities also. Okay. So how to check system configuration? That is our point, right? So not only guys, processor, performances, startups, and services. These three buttons are very important: process, performance, startup, and services. So these are very important. When you have a time, please go to your system and check those things. Don't change anything. Just check it. What is those things are there as a basic level understand. Here it is. First is task manager. Okay. So what in the task manager where I went to the performance. I select CPU. In that one, I found my processor. Simple way to find it. Okay. I5 1021. And here, very important to check, guys, recent laptops are having virtualization. So make sure virtualization is enabled. So then you can do virtualization related practicals. Like you can create a virtual machines. You can work with the Docker kind of stuff also. How much cache memory is there? What is your processor cores, logical cores in it? You can see those things. Important is what CPU model, what generation, what is the clock speed, and virtualization is enabled, and what is the cache memory. Then what number of cores, number of logical processors. So you can check the speed and your current utilization also, current utilization. These things will be changes. These are the standards. These are the standards. These are the changes. Depends upon load. So I found a clear information about CPU, right? So I put a CPU here. Okay. Then I got a CPU. What is the next one I should get it? Next one is my memory, my physical memory. This is our RAM. Memory means physical memory, RAM, 16 GB RAM. Okay. Uh, package is sodium package. It is not telling what type of RAM it is. Actually, it is DDR4. So check the speed. Okay. Sometimes it will tell what type of RAM it is. It is not showing here. Okay, it's a DDR4 RAM only. Check the speed. Availability RAM. Availability of RAM is always changes. Depends upon number of applications you open, running, closed, like that. Okay. Check. Total RAM is 16 GB. I have for 6.5 GB. It means unnecessarily some applications are running in my system. Okay. So this is we can able to understand. More RAM I'm not getting. Okay, so totally 16 GB RAM, availability 6.5 currently. So you can also see how much RAM consuming 59% more than 50% consumption is there. Next one. So I got CPU, memory. Next one is disk, hard disk. Hard disk, you can easily get it from here instead of other places. You can get it from here. Of course, you can try the tools like other tools. So what kind of memory it is? SSD, not hard disk. In this laptop, I have a SSD, and I have a 500 GB hard disk, which shows like this, but it is 500 GB hard disk. Okay, this is hard disk name, and in this hard disk, I have only two drives. One is C, another is D drive. Two drives are there. Okay, one single hard disk it is. Of course, I can go to graphical memory. The original graphical memory, nothing is there, EHD graphics. And this is my Wi-Fi, what kind of Wi-Fi name, and what IP address, whether it is working or not. Like this means data is transmitting and receiving. Right line means nothing. Nothing. See, this is no data transmission, but this is having some data transmission with this kind of send and receive speeds. Okay, this is your graphic card already I told. So originally it's showing 7.9 GB, but reality there is no specific graphic card. So already I showed how to check proper graphic memory. Okay, so guys, this is from your task manager. So what are the things you can able to check it? CPU, RAM, and your hard disk, your graphic card, and your network related information also. As added here, guys, there is a command prompt. In the command prompt, you can type system info. So there also, it will try to give your processor information, RAM information, other information also. So it is processor 64-bit RAM sizes. Okay. From the command prompt also, you can try this kind of stuff. And of course, you can use this spicy. So mainly spices will give you more details. I am having this one in my system. No, I didn't install here because it is an office laptop, so I should not install third-party applications. So this is Specie. Okay, it is like CC Cleaner, same company it is. Just you have to download and install this application. Okay, and if you run it, you will get the information like this. Okay, like this. Okay, someone's details, but if you use this, so you will get to know about here. So third-party tool, it means you have to download and install in your PC. Just download and install. You open, you will get your system configuration, deep information you can able to see. Okay. Yeah. Once again, guys, once you know your system, either you find it from MS Info 32 or you can get it from Task Manager, or you got it from DXDR, or you got it from this tools like a spicy or maybe command prompt like a, system info type of commands, whatever it is. So what is your answer is how to check system configuration? What is your system configuration? I told how to check system configuration and what is your system configuration. Now I found my system configuration. So my system configuration. So what are the things I have to tell guys? First about my CPU. What is my CPU? What is my CPU? Anybody?
Intel
i5.
Core.
Very good. Intel
i5.
i5 processor. Some number, and of course it is 64-bit processor. Very good. Okay. It has a 4-core. This much information not required. It is Intel i5 processor. Okay, for Intel it is enough. What is my RAM capacity? What is my RAM? Total RAM? 16 GB. What kind of storage? 500 GB SSD.
SSD.
Yeah. Disk is SSD. Very good. Of course, you want to tell really, yeah, Windows OS, I have to tell, right? What type of operating system I have? OS is clearly mentioned here. What is OS? My OS? Windows
Windows.
10 Pro. Very good. May I have any graphic card here? Not specific graphic card. UHD graphics. Is built in. I didn't find any number from that one. So this is simple. What is your system configuration? Your CPU, RAM, storage, or operating system. If you have a graphic card, you can tell specific graphic card. Otherwise, it is optional. Okay, guys. From the system, it is 32-bit. Windows Vista 32-bit. Intel Mobile Core 2 Geo processor means it is a laptop. DDR3 RAM 1.7 GB. It means 2 GB RAM. Okay. Yeah, plug and play monitor. They are having some graphic card, but 256 MB graphic card. 128 GB, 120 GB SSD they installed. Okay, like this. From here we can able to get that information. So this is it. Today's session. So tomorrow we'll meet you on 10, mostly 10. Okay, so maybe 5 minutes plus or minus. Start by tomorrow morning 10. Any doubts, any questions? Anything if you are not understand today topic, please tell me. Okay.
Sir, is this
Yeah.
class recorded?
Yeah, this part, second part also recorded.
Okay.
Once it is downloaded, how to download and upload. Okay. So it will take time. So by afternoon or by evening, I will give you that link also. Already I shared first session link to your
Yes, sir.
WhatsApp.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we can check it. Right, not just 5 minutes. 2 minutes, 1 minute.